Ladies and gentlemen, today the IMF also turned its back on Pakistan, which means that Pakistan has no option left. It has diverted all its money to fund terrorism. It has been thinking that there will be some opportunity, some agency, some part of the world, some international organization which will give a short-term credit or loan. But the reality is something else, viewers. I've been saying for a long time that the Pakistanis are not reading the writing on the wall. They have lost their geostrategic significance. In terms of geostrategic significance, that is all that Pakistan had. It's not a very mineral-rich nation. It has no human capital, but it had a relevance in terms of its access, a route point to Afghanistan, the ability to sort of leverage that with the United States in the past, with Russia at one point, with the whole world in a way, as long as Afghanistan was a hotspot. And then, of course, they would use this nuclear blackmail card. We are a nuclear power. We can carry out a nuclear war with India, etc. Now, the whole world has seen through that. The geostrategic relevance is gone. The sources of capital are also gone. The Pakistanis believe that India, with its rising clout, has a role in this, but actually India doesn't need to. Because the reality is that on its own, Pakistan is an unloanable country. There are food riots now. There are protests. People are not being paid salaries. There are protests by the police, ladies and gentlemen. And in certain parts of Pakistan, very seriously, seeing the huge economic disparity, people in Pakistan, especially Gilgit-Baltistan region, there are pleas and protests by people to join with India. Pakistan is bankrupt, ladies and gentlemen. What happens next? We'll debate that.
Protests in Gilgit-Baltistan. Food riots. Power outage. And terrorism coming to bite back. Pakistan is in complete doldrums, and there seems to be no respite because the IMF team that is in Pakistan has rejected its revised circular debt management plan.
As ironies go, Pakistan was denied a lifeline of little less than $1 billion by IMF on a day when it approved almost $4.5 billion to Bangladesh. Clearly underscores the depth of financial insolvency and bankruptcy that the terror nation faces.
The cash-strapped Pakistan is depending on Chinese pittance, which is clearly not enough. So when a country that believes in exporting terror using innovative methods,
बॉटल परफ्यूम की दिखती है और अगर गलती से आपने परफ्यूम के स्प्रे के माफक उसको दबा दिया जब खोल दिया तो आईडी फट जाएगी और जिसके हाथ में आईडी होगी उसका मौके पर ही नुकसान हो जाएगा.
If similar innovation and entrepreneurial skills were shown to develop the country, Pakistan may not have to go around the world with a begging bowl.
आप कहते तो नहीं, लेकिन दिल के अंदर तो आप समझते होंगे ये पैसे मांगने आ गए हैं. तो मैंने कहा कि ये पाकिस्तान एक मिसाल इसकी ये है कि एक हाथ में हमारे एक न्यूक्लियर ताकत है और दूसरे हाथ में कशकोल. ये आग और पानी का ये कब तक ये मिलाप हो नहीं सकता, कब तक चलेगा?
Pakistan cannot whitewash reality. The terror ship has sunk. There is no saving it now. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
The next 1 hour, we'll both try to understand, next 45 minutes, we'll try to understand the situation in Pakistan, just how bad it is and why even in Pakistan people should use this hashtag Pakistan bankrupt. People of Pakistan, you must rise against your government, you must rise against your army, you must rise against the insanity with which your country has been run. You must rise against the oppression of people in Balochistan. You must rise against the way in which you've been supporting the Mujahideen, the terrorist groups. You must rise against all this injustice. You must use the hashtag Pakistan bankrupt, and you must rise against the tyrants who have run your country for the last 40 to 50 years. And people of Pakistan never forget that there is that fool called Bilawal Bhutto. And Bilawal Bhutto in Davos had a massive party. You know, Gaurav, he had a huge party. He called all his friends. He had a huge party out there. And he was spending whose money? He was spending the money of a country that has already gone bankrupt. The problem is the people in Pakistan do not have the guts to talk about what's been going on in their country. And when we talk about it, they say, you're talking about it. You're an Indian, we won't believe you. I mean, ask you, believe your media, believe what's happening on the streets of Pakistan today. Anyway, Shazia, Sushant, Gaurav and Madhav Nalapat are with us tonight. Abdul Samad, Hamid Khan, Raja Faiz and Omar Altaf are all with us tonight. We're going to have a frank and beautiful discussion here. I want to start by asking Sushant to just give a sense of the situation in Pakistan today. Because, problem with Sushant is the moment, after some time he'll get provoked. But, he's eminently provocable. He gets provoked very easily. He's got this hot Punjabi blood there in him. He gets angry very quickly. So I'm going to let him start, Sushant, by explaining, in your view, geostrategically, economically, what is the situation? Halat kya hai wahan pe abhi? From a neutral perspective, yes.
So the situation is that it is no longer a crisis of government. It is now a crisis of state.
Okay.
There is a massive political crisis. It's completely gone, the politics. Nobody knows how it's going to play out. There's no clarity. There is a massive security crisis. There's a massive crisis of the state institutions. If you look at the kind of demonstrations and the allegations by the Peshawar police, for example, against the Pakistan army. And most of all, there is a massive economic crisis. Now, it's not so much what the IMF has said today that we don't accept a particular. This is just a component. This circular debt plan, which the IMF has rejected, is just one component of the various things, demands and conditions that the IMF has put on Pakistan. These conditions are meant to take the economy out of the crisis, not to force it into a crisis. There will be pain in the short, maybe even the medium term, but ultimately what the IMF is trying to do is bring Pakistan back onto the path of stability. But the elite of Pakistan do not want to bring it back on the path of stability, because now the time has come where, their pockets and their finances are going to be hit. So they are trying to, kick this can further down the road. Now, the friends of Pakistan, the Saudis, Emirates, Qatar, China, they would be ready to pay Pakistan money, but not without a roadmap out of the crisis in which they are. And the Pakistanis are not ready to give a roadmap, because that's a really difficult path ahead. And there is politics involved in it, and all kinds of things are involved in it. Now, let me just give you one number. The budget of Pakistan that is assuming they collected all the revenue which they had budgeted for. They would have a total revenue of about 5 trillion rupees, Pakistani rupees, would have been collected during this particular fiscal year, which ends in June 23. The debt servicing alone, only debt servicing, will be more than 5 trillion rupees. What? You understand that if you have taken a loan, yes, let me make it even clearer to your audience. It is like you take a housing loan and you have an installment of 1 lakh of rupees, but your salary is only 90,000 rupees. So they are bankrupt no matter which way you cut this pie, right? And what they need is massive restructuring, massive, so massive that you can't imagine. It means that the state
this
has
cannot
to
be done
contract.
through economic
It means
restructuring
that
in that
the
case.
entire state structure has to be
in that
dismantled.
case, you have to change the structure of the
army
state.
has to be reduced.
Yeah, you have to then do something else. One option is that you change the structure of the state. You trim down your entire country. You give up parts of the country which you have occupied. And I'm saying this well. You drastically reduce your defense budget. You give up parts of the country that you've occupied, so that you're not going to get any revenues there from that region, but your costs will be put under control, and whatever is left of the country will be used in social services, in building infrastructure and education and health, which is what the remainder of the people of Pakistan will get. So I think that's a prudent plan. I think the Pakistanis should consider it, because today they have no money. Hamid, you should give up all that. I think it's a very good thing. Don't hold on to your pride, whatever is there. I mean, how can you've got 6 days of imports left. You have no money to buy crude. You're finished, brother.
Arnab,
you're finished.
Foreign exchange
you're
reserves
finished. You should
have
change
come
your
down
map.
below $3 billion.
Can I say something?
No, I'm just saying that it's a good option. And then maybe after that, as a friendly gesture, Madhav, they can come to us and we can bankroll them a little bit, you know, if they promise to behave themselves, because nobody else will. We can bankroll you.
Okay.
If you follow the principle of a prudent map.
Arnab,
You understand?
let me tell you one.
Yeah.
Arnab.
Yes.
Arnab, I mean,
Yes.
I always get surprised that you asked Mr. Sushant about the ground reality, what is happening in Pakistan. It shows how naive you are to start a discussion, that rather asking from somebody who's sitting in Pakistan and would tell you the better situation, you are asking somebody who's sitting.
Okay, let me ask you, since you're sitting in Pakistan, and Sushant is nothing but an opportunistic person who jumped onto my invitation to attack Pakistan. Let me ask you, Mr. Realist. Mr. Realist, can you please tell me what happened with the IMF today?
Yes, I'll tell you, the dialogues with IMF is very critical at the moment. There is no doubt about it. But again, let me tell you two things. One, it is all crisis due to the incapability of the government. And when you said in the beginning that Pakistan is not a rich resource country, I was sad on your knowledge as well. Pakistan has all the resources. It all needs the right leadership and right government, and the situation, they will pull it out easily. I still believe that, and you will see that. All we need is a right political stability to manage all that destability in economical situation
Arnab,
or internal situation.
You remember,
it only depends if we have, we are going towards a kind of an evolution in our political system, and we are going towards a system where we will have better stable government in coming days. And the moment we will have a better stable government, the IMF and all other friends country will have much better credibility against us, and they will have much better power to negotiate with us. It is a transit period for the current government. That is why they are having a tough time to dealing with IMF or whether dealing with our friends. Once there will be a new election, once there will be a establishing of a new government,
Hamid, see, listen to me. Shazia is also with us. I just want to say one thing to you. I wish, Shazia, I'll just tell you. I wish you were correct.
That a stable government in place.
It will be.
Is it even a possibility? That's one. And no amount of evolution or revolution can change things as they are now. It's gone far beyond any extreme state of dire straits as where they are. So I would love to wish you well as part of humanity. But denial will not help. Complete denial of reality will not help.
See, you have to understand.
So the least you can, exactly. So I would love to wish you well, because
Hamid,
and riots on the roads and streets.
वो जैसे क्या कहते हैं
गौरव, one stable government and it will be resolved.
So
it all needs one stable government.
There's got to be
अबे गौरव जो हम हिंदी में कहते हैं
and some calling out
कि पिटे हुए को क्या मारना. We are not hitting the Pakistanis.
मैं इसको कह रहा हूँ, आपकी wishful thinking तो हो सकती है.
कोई wishful है नहीं भाई साहब, कोई wishful नहीं है. हमारे यहाँ पे देश में ना स्टार्टअप कल्चर है. हर एक स्टार्टअप है. आप आइए मुंबई, बेंगलोर, पुणे आइए, दिल्ली आइए, गुड़गांव आइए, नोएडा आइए, आप देखेंगे कि हर दूसरे गली में स्टार्टअप है और हर स्टार्टअप की वैल्यूएशन $1 बिलियन से ज़्यादा है. आपके पूरे जो आपका जो बाकी देश है, जो आपका देश है ना, आप सब लोग मिलके, राजा फैजल, उमर अल्ताफ, हामिद या खान और अब्दुल समाद यापू को, आप जैसे करोड़ों पाकिस्तानी सब मिलके आपके पास 500 मिलियन हैं. आप समझ रहे हैं? हमारी छोटी मोटी स्टार्टअप के पास ज्यादा कैश होता है इससे ज्यादा. हमारे छोटे मोटे स्टार्टअप के पास you have got 500 million worth payments of international bonds. The IMF needs at least 3 billion for external due payments. You are not. I'm telling you the truth.
The tragedy with Pakistan.
I'm telling you the truth. Why are you not believing me?
Because I'll tell you the reality.
Oh God, you are really in a parallel universe.
I'll tell you the reality. The reality with Pakistan is that it is a tragedy that the people of Pakistan or the elite of Pakistan is too much rich. But the government is not having enough money. That is the reality which is going on for decades. And that is the thing which needs to be changed. And it will change once there will be a political stability, once there will be a right direction.
Okay, Gaurav.
And this incapable government
can come
is
in,
not
please,
able to handle it. That's the thing. This incapable government cannot handle it. I agree with you. But This is the
Okay, here's a
tragic
challenge to you.
Elite got this
If you
big-
change your government, nothing will change. Gaurav wants to come
No,
into
no,
the
no,
debate.
no.
Gaurav, you
I
try.
challenge you. Let's see.
Gaurav, you please tell them.
That's
Gaurav
where the
will
government
witness that.
institutions
They
come in.
carve the
Gaurav
map
will
out.
witness that.
They start getting nice to declare independent for Balochistan, reduce their dependence on trying to support a large part of their largest land reserves.
It will be
open
your
up
evil wish.
Gilgit-Baltistan,
It will never happen.
redraw the map, seek a financial, bailout from India. After that, talk sense or go
I
down
just
the
laugh
drain.
at
Gaurav,
you, honestly.
Gaurav.
अर्नब आजकल पाकिस्तान में पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद नहीं बोलते, कहते हैं पाकिस्तान से जिंदा भाग. The things are so bad. There was an article in Geo News which I read, which I can quote right now,
Tell me.
in which they quoted a guy called Sajid, and they said that we have changed his name. And he says things are so bad in Pakistan that I have been planning for the past 2 years for an escape plan. This is the word that he used. Escape plan. And this is a survey that the Pakistanis themselves did, in which they said that 45 to 40% of the Pakistanis want to leave their country. Not because they want better economic opportunities outside. Because Pakistan is not a poor country, it's a mismanaged country. But the thing is that they have no faith left in Pakistan, Arnab. The problem is there is no faith in the system. There is no faith in Pakistan.
I agree.
They don't look at it.
I agree with Gaurav. I agree with you, Gaurav.
Sir, one thing more, sir.
Faisal
You said that let a good government come, everything will be okay. Imran Khan has taken the highest amount of loans in the past 20, 30 years of Pakistan's history. Now, if Shahbaz Sharif is bad, if Imran Khan is bad, if Zardari is bad, who's going to come from heaven? Please tell me. Who's going to come from heaven? Who's going to say, ऊपर से फरिश्ता जिब्रील आएगा जो पाकिस्तान चलाएगा? मुझे नहीं समझ में आता. ऊपर से कौन आएगा? देखिए, इमरान खान took maximum number of loans amount in dollars. If I'm wrong, I would request my Pakistani friends to say that Major साहब आप गलत बोल रहे हैं. ये गलत बात है आपकी. He has taken maximum loans in the past 3 governments. So which government is good? You please tell me. You are saying one government will come, सब ठीक हो जाएगा. कौन करेगा? आप बता दीजिए. और अर्नब ने बिल्कुल ठीक बात बोली. I'll just take 10 seconds more, Arnab, with your permission.
I would like to respond.
Arnab, sir, one second, sir. Sir, 10 seconds, sir. 10 seconds, sir. Allow me to complete. Arnab said that even when your economy was doing well during Musharraf, it was only because there was war against terror. You were not making any computers or television sets even at that time.
Yeah.
It was just American dollars. Now that the Americans have left Afghanistan, there is nothing to look forward to. Your geostrategic location is null and void till the time the Americans come again. Till the time they come again.
Or any country comes there.
From Afghanistan.
And a point here, Raja and Omar, please understand. I'm looking at this logically, okay? You are in such a bad situation. Where is China for you? China has put you... No, Raja, allow me. Raja, listen. Don't say Indian talking to Pakistan. China has debt trapped you. China has put you in a debt trap. It has abandoned very important projects. You know they have left projects in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa saying we are not safe. You owe 36% of your debt, your total foreign debt, to one country. Least you would expect is that when you are in such a situation, and this is an extraordinary situation, you just want 2-3 billion, मतलब एक हफ्ते बचने के लिए. Least you expect is China will come to your aid. Do you think China doesn't know the situation you are in? You said we are all Chinese friends. You said we are all weather friends. Where is your all weather friend today?
Arnab, our Chinese friends have disappointed us. They are busy killing your soldiers and capturing your territory when they should be actually helping us economically.
I feel so sorry for you, Omar.
I think they have considered that to be more important.
I feel so sorry for you, Omar. Abhi main kya bol raha hu?
They should be helping us.
I feel so sorry for you.
They can kill Indian troops and occupy your territory at some later date.
It is because of people like you that your country is in this situation. You've lost your mind.
No. We will.
You've lost your sense of thinking.
We will find a way to come out of it.
Maybe you've not
Next
eaten
2 years
well
are
today.
going to be hard, but we will find a way.
You will find a way, but answer my question, Omar. Where is China for you today? Don't avoid my question.
They haven't helped us.
Why?
They've got other priorities.
Why haven't they helped you? Did they not say, Omar, listen to me. Omar, instead of having a powwow with me, one day, okay, listen, Omar, I'll tell you one thing. One day we'll meet in a boxing ring and I'll knock you out. But till then you answer my questions. Till then you answer my questions. Now, one second, listen to me. Listen to me, Mike Tyson. Listen to me. Listen to me. My question to you is, oh God.
They're killing your soldiers with axes and rocks. Your soldiers are being killed with rocks. Without putting any fight, they're dying and you are losing
Gaurav, don't respond to him. He's in a bad state. He's mentally upset. He's mentally upset.
In your country is.
Omar, you tell me. Omar, seriously, Raja. Gaurav, you have a go.
IMF का बड़ा सदमा लगा है आपको. बहुत सदमा लगा है उमर भाई आपको. बहुत सदमा लगा है पाकिस्तान का. बिल्कुल दिल पे लगी है बात.
फौजी आपके
दिल पे लगी है बात आपको है.
आपके मरे तो
दिल पे आपके लग रही है. आपके IMF का बहुत सदमा लगा है सर. बहुत सदमा लगा है.
मुझे नहीं सदमा लगा.
बहुत बड़े आपके चेहरे से लग रहा है. सर आपके चेहरे से लग रहा है. IMF सर एक मिनट. Nobody has killed anybody. Soldiers. सुनिए एक मिनट सर आप ओहो यार ये लाहौरी झूठी बोलते हैं. Arnab, I can tell you all these Pakistani Punjabis they are the worst of the lot here. Worst of the lot. Surrender भी ये करते हैं, झूठ भी ये बोलते हैं, लाहौरी चूरन भी ये बेचते हैं. ओहो यार लाहौरी चूरन मत बेचो यहाँ पे. लाहौरी चूरन मत बेचो यहाँ पे. Don't sell लाहौरी चूरन. Don't sell लाहौरी चूरन. Your former chief was a convert. बाजवा is a Hindu Sikh name यार. तुम लोग सारे तो सारे fraud हो यार. सब तुमने हमसे चोरी कर रखा है. बताओ चाइना ने मदद क्यों नहीं करी? चाइना ने help. Sir, if you want to answer, please answer Arnab's question.
I am asking a question, Gaurav. What am I asking today? And let me tell you, you know how much support my questions are getting in Pakistan? If people in Pakistan are watching this, they are using this hashtag. People of Pakistan, listen to me. Listen to me. I have suggested on television, geostrategic look at your map, reconsider your map. When a company collapses, you should prune your spending. You can't remain big. All I am telling you, Raja, come into the debate with Madhav, redraw your map. Yes. You know, you are occupying territory that is not yours. You are oppressing people in If you get rid of Balochistan and Gilgit-Baltistan and certain parts of Sindh, we can help you in the process and redraw the map. Because see, listen, Raja, when I used to tell you earlier that you'll have to come to us, you said, no, we got China.
Arnab would ride.
No, but the...
Wishes were horses, Arnab would ride. Arnab, let me tell you that freedom has no price tag. Freedom has no price tag. It's the people of that land who decide where to go. Not Arnab Goswami sitting in his studio.
The people of Pakistan are supporting what I'm saying.
Leave Pakistan and go somewhere else.
The people of Pakistan are asking the question. The people of Pakistan are asking, why is China not helping us? We were told they are our all-weather friend.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Where is China today?
We have a shattered economy.
Where is China today? I know you have a shattered economy.
Let's talk about how we can fix it. We are talking about IMF declaring Pakistan as a bankrupt nation. Well, I don't agree with you because they are still here. They're talking with Pakistan till the 9th of February. Let's wait for the 9th of February because that's when they will decide what to do with Pakistan. And now, yes, I agree that we had the very wrong priorities in past. We need to
Omar,
change.
Can you deny one thing?
We need to learn from India. We need to learn from India. India timely
Can you deny?
No, let him complete. I'm loving this. No. Please continue. Raja, 1 minute, Shahzia. He's saying we need to learn from India. What are you learning?
The ideas of selling rocks and crops. Rocks and crops are nowhere to sell. Now is the time when we have to sell ideas, like India is selling ideas. India is excelling in IT. Pakistan is excelling in IT, but when we see around, where are the IT guys? Can you believe in 1 year, this year, last year, 7 lakh IT specialists then left Pakistan. You know why? Because as earlier, obviously, Major Gaurav was highlighting, yes, this is a dilemma which is being faced by Pakistan right now. How to get out of it? Right now, the immediate thing Pakistan needs is a consensus political consensus and economic consensus. Unless we get that consensus in Pakistan, we will never be on a road to world success. That is what is happening.
I want to just make a small point to Raja. While Raja is honest.
Okay, Shazia is saying something to you, Raja. Shazia कुछ कह रहे हैं आपको.
Raja.
No, he is not feeling okay.
Raja ji.
They are emotional.
बहुत ही देखिए.
Shazia, they are emotional.
Yes.
Sushant. No. The Pakistani friend Sushant is there. They're emotional. They're emotional today. They're emotional. Please understand.
I just want to call out.
No, but you must understand. They're emotional today. No Pakistani likes to be in this situation. I can understand how they are feeling. We must understand how they are feeling, Shazia.
But Arnab, I just want to call out, with all kindness and humility,
we must be kind to them.
The false bravado. One, can they deny? Yes, can they deny that since 1958 they've gone to the IMF 23 times?
Shame.
That's the highest for any country. I mean, you know, this is yeah, that's one thing. Two, they want to, and they're right. And Raja ji is right. You seek a political and economic consensus. One, how on earth, pray, will you ensure that? Over the years, what have you done to all the institutions? And you know what state your judiciary is in. You know that as for governance, there is no model whatsoever. And there are stampedes and riots over food. So I don't know, just these great sounding, highfalutin words like good governance and common consensus will work. So you have to be honest about where you are. You squeezed between the IMF bailout that you seek from Saudi and Qatar and China. And also, Arnab, please don't say that. Don't challenge them. Because if they get sold out, because anybody can buy them right now. They just need takers.
But do you know, Shazia, how bad they are?
That has very sinister.
No, but Shazia,
not just for them, but also others.
Viewers in Pakistan who are watching this right now and everywhere across the world, you have no idea. And the problem, Abdul Samad Yaqub, is, you know, you people come on these debates and you think you're equal to India. You remember one thing, you are never, not in the next billion years can you be anywhere close to India. One thing, you're a small country, you're a bankrupt country, you stay in your level. And I'll tell you how bad you are, Abdul Samad. You have sold your embassy in Washington. You are in such a bad situation, viewers. They said that they are putting the Pakistan embassy in Washington for sale. And for that also, they got only 5 million, which is the cost of a 5-bedroom apartment in central Mumbai. पूरे देश को बेच रहे, अपने एम्बेसी को बेच दी, अपने एम्बेसी को बेच दी। गौरव आर्य, मैं झूठ नहीं बोल रहा हूं।
अर्नब, ये पहला एम्बेसी नहीं बेचा, पहले भी बेच चुके हैं एम्बेसी।
नहीं, हमने ऑफर दिया। इंडियन एक ग्रुप ने कहा, एक इंडियन ग्रुप ने, इंडियन प्रॉपर्टी ग्रुप ने तरस खा के कहा कि हम दे देंगे 5 मिलियन आपको। ये सच है। ये अगर मैं सच बोलूं, पाकिस्तानी को बोलेंगे अच्छा आप झूठ बोल रहे। मैं झूठ नहीं बोल रहा हूं। मैं वो हामिद मीर नहीं हूं, वहां पे जाके अपनी प्रोपेगेंडा हर नात करते हैं, है ना। आपको देखिए हामिद मीर को जब से आईएसआई ने अटैक किया, पता नहीं उनको क्या हो गया, ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हो गया। वो जिसी भी एस्टेब्लिशमेंट के साथ खड़े हैं। एनीवे, दूसरी बात यह है, यू हैव सोल्ड 2000 एकर्स इन बलूचिस्तान टू चाइना, अब्दुल समाद याकूब। आपने तालिबान को, यू सेंट अ डेलीगेशन टू पाकिस्तान, टू तालिबान, that we can, Afghanistan can import cheap donkeys from Pakistan. आप मुझे बताइए अब्दुल समाद याकूब जी, आप एक साल पहले आके कहते थे we will control Afghanistan. Today you have sent a delegation 1 week back, you're supported by your Senate Standing Committee and Commerce Ministry officials, and your proposal is to export cheap donkeys to Afghanistan. Or if anybody is watching this and thinking Arnab is joking at them, I am not joking. Pakistan is a joke. This is the reality. I am telling you the truth. They have sold their embassy buildings. They are proposing to export cheap donkeys to Afghanistan. They have sold 2000 acres of land in Balochistan. आप मेरी तरफ इतने घूर के क्यों देख रहे हैं अब्दुल समाद याकूब जी? मैं सच कह रहा हूं, आपको लग ररा है मेरी तरफ देख के आप AK-47 फायर करने वाले हैं। मैं कह रहा हूं जनाब, जो मैं कह रहा हूं, आप क्या करेंगे? आप न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स बेचेंगे? 2004, 2004 में आपने क्या किया? आपकी कंगाली जब होती थी, आपने लिबिया को ब्लैक मार्केट में वेपन्स बेचे थे कि नहीं बेचे थे? ये ट्रेजेडी नहीं है, कॉमेडी नहीं है, ये कॉमिक ट्रेजेडी है। ये कॉमिक ट्रेजेडी हो रही है पाकिस्तान में।
अर्नब इनका
हाँ जी बोलिए।
अर्नब इनका जो पीआईए का चेयरमैन था, उसने पीआईए का जहाज भेज दिया जर्मनी ले जाके।
क्या सिचुएशन। अब हंसे रोए।
इसने पीआईए का जहाज भेज दिया।
देखो
जी बस याकूब बताएं।
अब तो एक सेकेंड आप देखिए मेरी बात सुने। इस वक्त जो सिचुएशन है, इकोनॉमिक सिचुएशन के पाकिस्तान इकोनॉमिक कोलैप्स के ऊपर, वर्ज ऑफ डिफॉल्ट के ऊपर खड़ा है। IMF डंडा लेके ऊपर सूझी है। मैं क्या बहस करूं? 27% इन्फ्लेशन हो, 5 ट्रिलियन जो है वो सर्कुलर डेट हो, टैक्स टू जीडीपी की बात करूं, मैं आपको मिलिट्री एक्सपेंडिचर टू जीडीपी की बात करूं। देखिए ये इकोनॉमिक, मैं पाकिस्तानी पैनलिस्ट से भी कहूंगा कि ये इकोनॉमी का मसला है, और इकोनॉमी हमारी ऐसी है कि मैं आपके सामने शर्मिंदा तो हो सकता हूं, मैं आपको काउंटर नहीं कर सकता। आज मैं आपसे डिबेट नहीं कर सकता क्योंकि IMF का वफद यहाँ पे बैठा हुआ है। हम $1 अरब के पीछे भाग रहे हैं कि $1 अरब हमें दे दे। पॉलिटिकल इंस्टेबिलिटी, सिक्योरिटी चैलेंजेस, इकोनॉमिक कोलैप्स। मुझे बताएं, आटे की लाइन में 3 लोग मर गए, मैं क्या बहस करूं आपसे? यानी गरीब से पूछे जाके गरीब खुदकुशियां करने पे मजबूर हो रहा है और मैं आके काउंटर करूं आपको? मेरे पास तो कोई जवाब नहीं है कि मैं आज मैं आपके इंडिया पाकिस्तान रिलेशन के ऊपर काउंटर कर सकता हूं, टेररिज्म के ऊपर काउंटर कर सकता हूं, लेकिन मैं अपनी उस बात के ऊपर जो मेरा वाकई फॉल्ट है कि 75 साल से हमारी इकोनॉमी जो है वो हमेशा से, आज अगर IMF से नेगोशिएट कर ले सक्सेसफुल, $1 अरब मिल जाएगा, फिर क्या करेंगे? कल तो फिर सऊदीया के पास भागेंगे। ये इकोनॉमिक मॉडल सक्सेसफुल नहीं है, ये सस्टेनेबल नहीं है। हमें जाना पड़ेगा रिफॉर्म्स की तरफ, हमें मिलिट्री एक्सपेंडिचर को कट करना पड़ेगा। मेरे से पाकिस्तानी पैनलिस्ट, मेरे दोस्त इख्तलाफ करें, लेकिन जब तक हम इस बात को रियलाइज नहीं करेंगे, हमें अपना हाउस इन ऑर्डर नहीं करेंगे, हम आपसे शर्मिंदा ही होते रहेंगे।
नहीं, पता नहीं क्यों माधव जी अभी बोलेंगे, माधव नालापाट, पता नहीं क्यों विश्वास नहीं कर पाते आप लोगों पर। लगता है गिरगिट जैसे आप लोग, जब भी प्रॉब्लम होती है अपने कलर बदलते हैं और फिर थोड़ी बहुत आपकी सिचुएशन अच्छी हो जाती, फिर उसी लाइन पे अब आ जाए। विश्वास नहीं होता आप पर, आप विश्वास के काबिल नहीं है। माधव नालापाट,
सारे रंग एक ही हैं।
नहीं, आपके सारे रंग एक नहीं है। माधव नालापाट,
if you don't mind,
yes,
I'd like to say that first of all, I have immense goodwill for the people of Pakistan, and I do note that they have a freedom. They have unfortunately freedom from food, freedom from energy, freedom from jobs, and freedom from political stability. Now, I'm not sure that everybody there wants that freedom. Let me tell you one very hard truth. No country in South Asia can economically develop in the 21st century without very good relations with India. No country in South Asia, and Pakistan is a part of South Asia. It falls under this particular paradigm. Having said that, I'd like to point out that, you know, when we are talking about giving money, etc., giving loans, we did that to Sri Lanka, frankly. But the reality is that whoever breaks the crockery has to foot the bill. And the crockery has been broken by the military in Pakistan with his obsession with taking over with more territory from India rather than giving away back the territory that belongs to India, but it's there. And secondly, China. I would request my old friends in China, please write off all the loans of Pakistan.
Yes.
And please give them $100 billion to be used for civilian improvement in Pakistan, not for the military. The Chinese have given well over $100 billion to the Pakistan military. Please don't give it to the military. Give it to civilian. Write off the loans and give it to civilians. After all, you are saying it's an all-weather friend, it's an iron friend, it's the most fantastic friend that we have in the whole world. Now it's time to prove that friendship. Now India, frankly, the Sri Lankan government, the Rajapaksas, they are not very, compared to China, frankly, I am not sure that the Rajapaksas prefer India. Some of them do, many of them don't. But we help them. Now why isn't China, with its huge economy, helping Pakistan? What is a write-off to China? Nothing.
Nothing.
What is $100 billion to China?
Nothing.
Nothing. So I would only like to say the Chinese broke the crockery mainly by incentivizing the Pakistan military to continue its senseless attack on India, an attack that has damaged the economy and society of Pakistan. I mean, I remember Pakistani friends saying, oh, now the Taliban has come back. Now we are back in control. But what has happened? The Taliban has become a major threat to Pakistan, as some of us predicted way back in 2021 when this takeover happened. I had said then, out of 6 Taliban groups, 3 are free Taliban. They are neither linked to Pakistan nor to China. And these are the young people, the young Pashtuns. And they want nothing more than a unified Pashtunistan. And that is the nightmare Pakistan is facing as a consequence of the actions of its military. So please, tell the military to do what is needed. No civilian government can do anything. I am sure my Pakistani friends know civilians have no power in Pakistan. Period.
But they don't speak up.
I am telling
but
the
they
Chinese,
don't speak up.
Write off your
but they don't
loans
speak
to
up.
Pakistan.
But,
give $100 billion.
But Madhav, they don't speak up. They are all stooges of the Pakistani army. Even today, what are they? They are looking for crumbs. Even today, these civilians or these sort of voices from their civil society are waiting for crumbs from the Pakistani army. I think they are traitors to their own people. They are traitors to their own people. They should learn to speak up. And the other thing is, I want to say, Omar, this drug of Islamist terrorism, supporting the Mujahid, supporting the Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, supporting some Khalistanis, hoping that they will affect India a little bit. India is not affected at all. First of all, we are too big, too powerful, too rich, too strong. Too strong. We've just upped our defense budget. You know by how much? Maybe the whole size of your economy is what we increased our defense budget by. We're too big. We're a big defense exporter. Right? We're the president of the G20. We're at a scale. No, so you people must stop this dream, or rather nightmare, that we will trouble India by investing. सारा लाइफ है ना उमर, आप जैसे लोग सिर्फ ये समझते रहते हो कि हम इंडिया को टारगेट करेंगे। अरे कुछ हुआ नहीं। आपकी हालत देखिए, आपके खुद के प्रधानमंत्री हाथ जोड़ के बोल रहे गलती हो गई, सीख लिया हमने, इंडिया के साथ नहीं खेल सकते, ये सब वॉर नहीं हो सकता। ही इज ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू दैट। एंड ऑल्सो प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, व्हाई विल एनीवन गिव यू अ लोन व्हेनेवर यू एवर स्टक टू अ डेडलाइन? आपने कौन सी लोन पे की है? आपको कौन लोन देगा? ये बैठे हुए आपको कौन लोन देगा उमर?
Arnab, let me respond now. I've heard you.
I'm saying that you are a drugged man. I'm saying you are on narcotics. Narcotics of terrorism, supporting Mujahideen, Islamist terrorism, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Toiba. Whole life you can't equal India. So all you think is these guys are going to needle India a little bit. Kya hua? Where have you needled India?
Arnab,
you carried out 26/11. What happened to you? What happened?
Arnab, I accept that we need to get our house in order.
I'm saying first you have to take yourself off the drugs. Yeah.
Arnab, but you are also high on the...
On what?
Ideology of Hindutva. Am I not correct, Shazia? No. Aren't Muslims feeling the heat under Modi?
She is a Muslim herself. She's not feeling any heat.
No,
she's a very, very important member of our political and social fabric. Rubbish you talk. अपने दुनिया में रहते हो आप लोग. Shazia, give it back ना. आप हिंदी में दीजिए इनको. हिंदी में वापस कीजिए इनको. Respond to him in Hindi.
My dear friend.
हिंदी में आप रिस्पॉन्ड कीजिए। हिंदी में बोल रहे हैं तो हिंदी में बोल।
भाई साहब मैं आपको बता दूं, देखिए हमारे
इंडिया ऑब्सेस्ड, दैट्स द बेसिक रीजन,
हमारे
बेसिक प्रॉब्लम इन देयर माइंड, देयर मेंटालिटी।
बराबर से भागीदार हैं, साझेदार हैं। आप ज्यादा फिक्र ना कीजिए हमारे देश के मुसलमानों की आप फिक्र ना कीजिए। हमारा देश का आईन और हमारे देश की सरकारें बाकायदा जितने मुसलमानों के साथ है, जितने हिंदू के साथ है, हर एक नागरिक, हर एक बाशिंदे के साथ है। हमारा कोई थियोक्रेटिक इस्लामिक रिपब्लिक नहीं है। हमारी जमहूरियत पर हमें नाज है, हर एक मुसलमान को नाज है हमारी जमहूरियत पर। How many? You tell me. This is why under Modi, can I tell you something? Muslims have been the biggest beneficiaries. You know why? They have been the biggest beneficiaries of all the government schemes. Not because they're Muslims, but because they were हकदार, मुस्तहिक लोगों को मुआवजा मिलता है। मुस्तहक लोगों को हक मिलता है। ये देखा नहीं जाता मुसलमान और हिंदू। वो आप क्या देखा जाता है? आपके तो ये भी नहीं देखा जाता, आपके तो ये भी नहीं देखा जाता। वहां पे तो मारने वाला भी अल्लाह अकबर कर रहा होता है, मरने वाला भी। आपके तो दोनों तरफ से चल रहा है ना, आपके तो दोनों तरफ से चल रहा है। मुसलमान ही मुसलमान को मार रहा है, मारने वाला भी ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह, बनने वाला भी। आपके दोनों तरफ से चल रहा है भाई साहब। हमारे यहाँ मुसलमान जो हैं हमारे देश के बराबर के बाशिंदे हैं। सुन लीजिए, और सुनिए, अपने देश के बाशिंदों की फिक्र कीजिए। मैं मुसलमान भी हूँ, मैं हिंदुस्तानी हूँ।
राजा स्टॉप हिम। राजा आप ये एक मिनट। When we are having a no Shazia
बहुत फक्र है, नाज है।
शाजिया मैं उमर एक मिनट जरा रुक जाइए। उमर जरा एक मिनट रुक जाइए। राजा फैसल आपकी भी जिम्मेदारी बनती है जब ये सीरियस डिस्कशन और इकोनॉमी पे, तो प्रॉब्लम ये उमर जैसे लोग जो ये पाकिस्तान आर्मी के स्टूज हैं, जो इस फोन करेंगे इसके बाद गौरव आर्या पाकिस्तान। अच्छा लगा आपको मैंने जो बोला? नाउ प्लीज पे मी अ लिटिल बिट। उमर
हिंदू मुस्लिम करने लगे।
उमर डोंट डू दिस हिंदू मुस्लिम थिंग।
सुनिए, और जो जहरीली जो आइडियोलॉजी है, जहरीली
गोदी मीडिया एंकर, जहरीली आइडियोलॉजी हिंदुत्व की है।
आप लोग पर पड़ रहा है, उसकी बात नहीं करेंगे।
गांधी जी को भी मार दिया।
But Raja, you need to tell people like Omar, you need to tell him off a little bit. Your reason, this is the thing. I think what Madhav said earlier, no country in South Asia can do well by not having a good relationship with India. That message must go.
Arnab, right
that message
now,
must go.
I think talking about Hindutva ideology, it's not my matter. Right now, we're talking about
200 million Muslims,
and I think,
proud Muslims.
And I think
Madhav Nalapad.
Look, I want to tell you one little thing. There are 200 million Muslims in India. 200 million. And you are talking about the elimination of Muslims. How many Hindus are there in Pakistan? How many Hindus were there in Pakistan? How many Muslims were in Pakistan? Were in India? How many Muslims?
Okay, then I'll ask you this question. Then I'll ask you this question on an approximation. No, 1 minute. Raja, 1 minute. Raja, 1 minute. Why is the per capita income of every Indian equally, every Indian Muslim 4 or 5 times that of any citizen in Pakistan? Don't bring a Hindu-Muslim angle. It's not going to help you. Be reasonable, yeah.
मैं यही कह रहा हूँ कि we are just talking about the economy. We should not be talking about Hindutva ideology. And I think शाजिया की अगर किसी के साथ डिबेट होनी चाहिए तो वो जॉन दियाल के साथ, अशोक सुवेन के साथ या राना अयूब के साथ होनी चाहिए, मेरे साथ नहीं होनी चाहिए. Because this is your internal matter. You deal with it.
I don't know who these people are. Who are these people you spoke about?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Major Gaurav Arya.
Why would I waste my time debating with them?
Anyway, I go back to Sushant.
मेरे पास बहुत वक्त है. सुनिए, मुझे बहुत काम करना है. अब मुझे आपको लगता है मैं टाइम बर्बाद करूंगी?
But let's look futuristically right now, Shazia.
और हिंदू मुस्लिम का जो एंगल है ना लगाइए भाई साहब, चलेगा नहीं.
It's your own problem. You should deal with it. हमें इस पे बात नहीं करनी चाहिए.
You just want to hide. You don't want a conversation because there is so much to hide. And there are no answers.
She's not even engaging you.
It embarrasses you to talk about what you're going through.
I think I'll go back to a serious debate. I want Abdul Samad Yaqub and Hamid there, and I want Sushant Sareen and Gaurav. Yes, Sushant.
Arnab, even when at a time when you start feeling a little bad, normally I don't, but even when you start feeling a little bad for Pakistanis, you have these third-rate Lahoris come and, spout venom on your channel. And then you go back to your standard operating procedure that इनके साथ कुछ काम नहीं हो सकता. So I thank you, Omar Altaf, for confirming our faith in what we thought of you. So I am eternally grateful to you. Every time, one feels even a little bad because one does have some friends across the border. He tells us, or people like him tell us, that
You
what
should feel
kind of
bad
people
for
they
Indian
were.
Muslims.
But on a
People
more
living in your
serious note,
country, not Pakistan.
just shut up, yaar. We've heard enough of your shit.
You shut up. So,
Arnab, on a more important
He's
point,
sensitive
I don't
now.
want to
He's
listen to this
sensitive. Change
character,
the window.
On a more important point,
Hamid on
Arnab,
the
I heard this guy Hamid Khan, and
Hamid,
and I felt sorry from what my friend Abdul Samad was saying, because he's always been a gentleman. But the problem is that from whatever else, and this guy was ranting like a mad dog. I don't want to listen to him. But if you look at what people are saying across the border, all that you are hearing is that they're waiting for Godot. They're waiting for some kind of a messiah. What is the plan? Your plan can't be a hope. Hope is not a plan. Have you heard anybody say, okay, fine, this is the roadmap. This is how we are going to fix our finances. This is how we are going to fix our broken fiscal. This is how we are going to fix various other things. This is how we are going to fix various establishments of the country. You haven't heard a single plan. Everybody keeps talking about unity honi chahiye. When people say there should be unity, there should be consensus, that means you've lost the plot. You have nothing in your head. That you are wanting a person who is in charge has to take charge and has to start setting things right. Consensus apne aap ban jayega. But when you first want consensus, even without a plan, what are you having a consensus on? Either you say that this is my plan. Can I have a consensus on this plan? But you are saying, let me have a consensus without having a plan. How stupid is that?
That's true. I think
this is the basic problem. Nobody really wants to actually start fixing the things which are broken.
Understood.
And then you have people coming and raving and ranting. People living in, a fantasy land that we have so much of this, so much of that.
Okay. Sushant, getting a response. Getting a response, Sushant. Yeah.
Okay. That's exactly what I was saying, Sushant and Arnab, that I believe that there is all over the world inflation is going on. In Turkey, in Bangladesh, in America. America was on the verge of default as well.
You're comparing yourself to America now.
In the world, don't tell me about
this is the problem.
What is happening in your country? Don't tell me what is happening in the world. The world has a plan. What is your plan?
Their plan is selling mangoes. Bilawal Bhutto went to Davos and he took a box of mangoes for the Luxembourg Prime Minister and he begged him for money. The Luxembourg Prime Minister took the box of mangoes and didn't give any money. This is the truth.
God.
And then Bilawal tweeted about it.
Would you like to?
Bilawal is such a fool. He tweeted about it. He said, took a box of mangoes for the Luxembourg Prime Minister. Is he mad?
Arnab, before Hamid comes in, just let me give him another figure.
It's a true
Before
story.
Hamid comes in, let me give him another figure. Gaurav was saying that Imran Khan has taken the largest loan in Pakistan's history. The actual fact of the matter is, over the last 25 years, every single government has doubled the loan in its tenure. So what it was, when Musharraf took over, he doubled the loan.
Abdul Samad.
The People's Party doubled the loan.
Abdul Samad on the screen. Mother, what's going on?
सुशांत साहब को मैं एक बात बताता जाऊं कि 1990 में जब आप डिफॉल्ट कर रहे थे, जब आप इंग्लैंड से $1 बिलियन का लोन ले रहे थे, जब आपके पास सैलरीज देने के पैसे नहीं थे, तब तो आपने ना तो कश्मीर के ऊपर अपनी टेरिटोरियल जो आपका डिस्प्यूट है उसके ऊपर आपने पोजीशन चेंज की, तब आपने क्या किया? अच्छा, अगर हमें आपसे कुछ मिल सकता है,
अच्छा, I'm running short of time. जल्दी
रिफॉर्म्स किए इंडिया।
समाज साहब, अब मेरी
जल्दी गौरव एंड सुशांत बहुत चार्ज अप,
फटाफट। ठीक है,
मेरी बात सुन ले।
कभी इंडिया,
अच्छा ठीक है, समझ गए बात। अरे भाई आप वॉल्यूम कम कीजिए, रिस्पॉन्ड कीजिए,
मेरी बात सुन ले ना। So when the Pakistanis keep going back to what happened in 1990-91, the fact of the matter remains, what India did in 1990-91, Pakistan has done about 15 times after that. We went once, we made a plan, we implemented that plan, we undertook the necessary reforms. There was a big shock to the system, but we did it once.
Okay, done. Gaurav, you want something to say? Gaurav, some best wishes at the end.
इन्होंने वो किया है.
Gaurav wants to give his best wishes to the people of Pakistan at the end. He's very popular in Pakistan these days. Gaurav.
All I want to tell the people of Pakistan is one single thing, Arnab. मैं सिर्फ एक बात कहना चाहता हूँ. हामिद साहब मुझे बोला है अर्नब ने बोलने के लिए. पाकिस्तानी भाई बहनों के लिए सिर्फ एक ही मेरा मैसेज है. अभी भी मौका है. निकल लो वहां से. निकल लो. जब जिंदा भागो वहां से. पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद नहीं, पाकिस्तान से जिंदा भाग. अभी टाइम है, भाग लो.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's the end of the show tonight. I shall see you at 9 o'clock tomorrow. Fantastic ending by Gaurav there, and I shall see you at 9 tomorrow. Good night, ladies and gentlemen, and goodbye.
Everything we know is at risk. The time to act is now. We must all be champions. Champions for the earth.
QS&THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
In brief, despite the fact that the budget 2023 has emerged as people-centric budget, the opposition continues to find flaws in it. Here's how the opposition parties have decoded the budget.
बिहार ने इतनी बड़ी संख्या में यहाँ से सांसद भाजपा के लोगों को जितवाया. आज उनको शर्म से डूब जाना चाहिए. आज लगभग 8 साल जो है, 8 साल से ऊपर हो गए सरकार को. क्या मिला बिहार को? एक बड़ी चीज़ बता दो. या पूर्व में जो पहले सरकार रही, यूपीए की सरकार रही, उसने जितना दिया क्या इसने दिया?
तो बजट जो मोदी सरकार ने पेश की है, ये तो 2-4 राज्यों के इलेक्शन चुनाव को देखकर ही उन्होंने पेश किया है. तो ये तो इलेक्शन स्पीच है, और वो इलेक्शन स्पीच 15 दिन पहले से ही शुरू किए हैं.
For Karnataka, there is no gain. They have announced 5,300. Already Karnataka and our regime and various regime, about 16,000 crores was being spent. They could have announced for the Upper Krishna project as a national project. Then on Mekeda to Reservoir, they could have come out with a solution. I think that these are the important issues which the government has a problem.
1000 करोड़ रुपए की मांग की थी कि बीएसएफ उनको अपग्रेड करने के लिए, मॉडर्नाइजेशन करने के लिए बॉर्डर की, क्योंकि ड्रोन वगैरह बहुत आते हैं, एंटी ड्रोन सिस्टम लॉन्च करने के लिए, उसका नाम भी नहीं लिया गया. तो किसानों के बारे में कुछ नहीं बोला गया, कोई एमएसपी नहीं दी गई. और पंजाब एक बॉर्डर स्टेट है, हमें बहुत चैलेंजेस हैं हमारी पुलिस को अपग्रेड करने के लिए, हमारे बॉर्डर को अपग्रेड करने के लिए.
We even done details. We have to look into the railway budget because it is not clear. But one thing is there, we demanded for a Vande Bharat train with high speed. A Vande Bharat train with the existing speed will not be helpful. Because Kerala line, it is a lot of curves are there and gradient problem is there. So a lot of investment is needed for developing the line.
बजट में कुछ है ही नहीं. रात में जैसे सोते हैं, सपना देखते हैं और सुबह उठिए सब साफ है. ये बजट सपनों का सौदागर वाला हिसाब है, कुछ नहीं है इसमें. क्या है? टैक्स स्लैब घटा दिया, 5 लाख से 7 लाख कर दिया. अरे 5 लाख से 7 लाख ग्रुप सी के जो एम्प्लॉय हैं उनको 8 लाख से ज्यादा मिलता है सालाना, तो वो भी फायदा में नहीं रहेंगे. और ग्रुप डी वाले पहले से ही फायदे में थे.
Congress Parliamentary Strategy Group has decided to hold a meeting at the Congress office today to chalk out the strategy for the budget session. BJP is all geared up for the 2024 elections. The Saffron Party would hold a nationwide 12-day special campaign starting 1st of February.
For Karnataka, there is no gain. They have announced 5,300. Already Karnataka.
Republic accesses CCTV footage of Peshawar blast. The suicide bomber that blew himself up in the mosque is seen in the video. As the man parked his motorcycle, he can be seen disguised in a police uniform, wearing a mask and a helmet.
Everything we know, everything we love, might well be at risk. The time for action is now. Together, we can be champions. Champions for sustainability, for each other, for the earth.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.